All right, so you were dishonest with the court, so about the marijuana. So why should I be trusting you about meth and opioids?
This courtroom's heating up fast. A massage therapist caught in a theft case, now facing some serious consequences. What's his excuse? Stick around, because this one's about to get intense.
Court is calling 2023 CR 2080B, State of Texas versus Alejo Aguirre. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense.
Jesse Sepulveda for Alejo Aguirre.
All right, and are you Mr. Aguirre?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery that you reviewed with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Aguirre, no application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
But we are, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Aguirre, I'm going to show you what's entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that document with your attorney?
Yes,
Did
Your
you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Honor. Yes,
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of theft 2,500 to 30,000 as a state jail felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Your Honor.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, the court will defer finding of guilt and apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Respectfully, Judge, we're just asking you if you would grant my client his application for deferred. I believe he's got no priors. He's learned a valuable lesson and believe he'll be back here.
All right, what lesson have you learned?
Make sure it's that I make sure it changes before I attended to help anybody else. Make sure I know all of the everything's all the ongoing that are happening.
No, I mean, that's not what the police report says. I read the police report, and the police report says that three subjects were loading wooden pallets. The subjects were identified, you and this Canales person and some unknown third suspect that fled the scene on foot. Jay Smith confirmed by he happened to be arriving on the property when he observed the subjects loading wooden pallets on the bed of the listed truck. When he confronted them, after being confronted, the subjects put back the wooden pallets, but large metal materials were found on the bed of the truck. Jay Smith stated, Gary told him, I'm just trying to make some money. You know how it is. I then observed the bed of the listed truck that contained an electric motor, metal bracket, and 4 metal posts, miscellaneous metal scraps, and a long angle iron. So are you employed
Yes, Your Honor.
doing what?
I'm a caregiver. Right. Oh, sorry.
What do you do?
Caregiver, massage therapist.
Massage therapist.
That's correct, Your Honor.
So how do you go from massage therapist?
Your Honor, COVID, so everything kind of came to a halt.
No, you're telling me you're currently a massage therapist.
I am a licensed massage therapist, but ever since COVID hit, it went to almost zero.
And where were you a licensed massage
In
therapist?
Arizona.
I can't hear you.
In Arizona. I've been here for 2 years.
All right, could you please stop rattling the paper
Sorry.
because the court reporter can't hear?
I'm sorry.
All right, so you're in Arizona, you're a licensed massage therapist, and then you come to Texas?
That's correct.
So what do you do for a living here in Texas? That's what I'm asking you about.
I'm taking care of my parents. They're disabled.
So you don't have a job.
It's considered a job, Your Honor.
Are you getting paid for the government by that?
No, Your Honor.
Then how are you making your money?
My parents, they pay me.
All right, that's going to stop. You're getting, will you please stop rattling it? Counsel, would you take the paper for him? I'm sure he may be a little bit nervous.
No, I'm not nervous. I'm just
Well, stop rattling the paper then. So you're getting a job. How old are you?
45.
Yes, you're not going to be living off your parents. You're getting a job.
I'm not living off of my parents. Your
Are
Honor.
they paying you?
It's very little, Your Honor, but I'm not living off of my parents, Your Honor.
Where are you staying? Who do you live with?
I have a roommate.
So how are you paying for where you live?
Scrapping, doing side jobs, landscaping.
Mhm. You're getting a real job. I'm not going to allow you to take money from your parents. That's
Oh.
not going to happen. You're 45 years old. If you're helping out guess what? If you're helping out your parents, then you don't take money from them.
I'm not, okay.
You just told me you received, did I not hear that right? Didn't he just did he say he received money from his parents for taking care of them?
It's a very small amount, Your Honor.
All right, so you're not getting money from your parents anymore. I don't know. You're 45 years old. You need to support yourself. If you're helping, no, what's ridiculous is that you're 45 years old. You say that you're helping your parents, and actually your parents are paying you to take care of them. They shouldn't be giving you money. If you are helping your parents, you shouldn't be accepting money for them.
Your Honor, you asked me a question and you caught me off guard, so that was the answer that I gave you, Your Honor.
What, is it not true?
But no, because I feel like you're belittling.
No, is it not true? Is it not true that you're accepting money for them?
No, it's not.
So you don't accept any money from your parents?
Your Honor, what it is, I mean, literally less than $50. I mean, literally. I gave you that answer, but I wasn't expecting to be asked that question, Your Honor. Okay, but you're belittling me in front of this court, that you don't know me.
I know that you're 45 years old and that
Correct,
you
Your
say
Honor.
you're taking care of your parents.
Correct.
I
Your
know
Honor.
that you just pled to a theft case, so you were stealing. I know that you are getting money from your parents. You're getting a job. So
I have
in
a
this
job.
court,
Okay, yes, Your Honor.
you're not doing scrap meddling.
Yes,
You're getting a job with a paycheck. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And if you want to be disrespectful to the court, I can, and I'm sure your attorney told you that if need be, so that you can have an attitude readjustment, I can do as a condition of your probation, 180 days at the state jail facility, so you can see how the state jail facility is for a little bit. I don't know why people don't want to get jobs. That's how you support yourself. You're 45 years old. You're not a teenager. I have teenagers who come to court and they don't have jobs, and I require that they get jobs. So you're going to get a full-time job. So it's a $500 fine, probated, 2 years deferred education, proof of employment within 15 days, and it's going to be full-time employment. So that means 40 hours a week. If you need to get 2 part-time jobs to make 40 hours, then you get 2 part-time jobs. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Do you have any children? Do you have any children?
Your Honor, I have one child.
What are their ages?
He's 22.
All right, 120 hours of community service restitution, CATS 1 and 2. And CATS 1 and 2, my understanding, that's a program to tell people not to steal. Take in consideration JN number 2112854. I'm going to want a drug test today. If it's positive, is it going to be negative?
No, Your Honor.
All right, if it's positive, I'm going to want intensive outpatient treatment with probation and a TAP evaluation. If negative, I'm going to want regular UAs. I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month until further notice. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Yes, here. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, Your Honor.
Sure. All right, good luck to you. Probation will go over conditions with you, and you'll need a UA sample today.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Did probation give you the results of his UA?
Yes.
So probation, what is he all positive for? He told me he would be negative.
Yes, Judge, so
No, it's not.
CeeLo Jimmy Hernandez did the UA here in court and the results were positive for methamphetamine, opiates, and marijuana.
All right. So what's going on with you?
All I can tell you, Your Honor, first of all, I apologize. I didn't mean anything intentional earlier. You just caught me off guard with the questions. The only thing I can tell you in regards to that, the test. I do use marijuana. And I've.
All right, so we got the marijuana out of the way,
I,
but here's the
the
thing.
whole medicine that I have, that's the only thing I can say. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I specifically asked you if you're going to be positive for any drugs, if there are any drug issues.
Correct.
Your response to me is that you were going to be clean. So let's start with the marijuana.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that's a positive for marijuana. So you were a bit dishonest with me about that. Why?
Only because it's been like 2 or 3 weeks and I thought maybe that it wouldn't come up. That's all. That was my sincere answer.
So now we have the meth issue.
Your Honor, I don't do that. I don't do it. I've never, if you look at my whatever history, I've never had any drug charges. I've never had any theft charges. I've never been convicted of anything. I've never been on probation. I mean,
What does that have to do with you telling the court that you would be negative and that you didn't use drugs? And now we're discovering that you
yes,
do use
yes,
drugs.
Yes, ma'am. As I mentioned, I thought that it's been like 3 weeks since I used marijuana.
So you thought
But it was
that,
it was very potent, so it obviously still came up. I thought that it wouldn't come up.
all right, so you were dishonest with the court. So about the marijuana. So why should I be trusting you about meth and opioids?
Your Honor, I mean, as well, I'm with my parents every day. I'm with my daughter every day. I have no time for that. I mean,
How's your daughter?
she's 22 years old.
Mhm.
She just moved here from Tucson to come and be with myself and my parents. So I don't, Your Honor, I don't have time for that. I don't have the money for it. I don't have, aside from that,
Are you paying for your marijuana?
I mean, yes, but even that has become very minimal.
Well, no,
But
I mean, here you are, a person who is not employed, actually, because you're just doing odd jobs. Doing odd jobs is not real steady employment.
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
receiving funds from your family and you're doing drugs. And I know for a fact,
Yes, ma'am, that's how it looks.
and I know for a fact
Yes, ma'am.
that you didn't tell your attorney any of this.
It wasn't brought up because there was no reason for it to be brought up. I didn't have any drug charges or possession of any drugs or of any sort.
So you didn't think it was important for your attorney to know that you may test positive for drugs, even after I said, you're going to do a UA today. You would have thought you would have turned to your attorney and said, hey, I may end up being positive. Let me just tell you something. I've been a defense attorney before, and I would tell all my clients, please be honest with me, because this courtroom is a minefield, and I'm trying to get you to make the best decisions possible. And when you're not open and honest with your attorney, guess what? Your attorney's standing up here, and I don't hold it against your attorney because I know you didn't tell him. Your attorney's standing up here telling the court information based upon what you're saying, going on you that it's true and it's not.
Yes, ma'am.
So now guess what? Your attorney's Tuesday has turned into a Monday. You know why? Because he came here and thought he had finished with this case. And then we have to call him back because you're testing positive.
Yes, yes. ma'am.
Aren't you ready to go to lunch, Mr. Smoker?
Yes, Your Honor.
So this is what we're going to do. The TAP evaluation, we're going to follow the recommendations of the TAP evaluation. However, if that TAP evaluation says outpatient treatment, I want to start with intensive outpatient treatment. And if it says inpatient treatment, then you're going inpatient. Because what's concerning to me, of course, is the marijuana and the fact that you were dishonest, but also what's concerning to me is the meth and the opioids. That I find that very concerning. And I know people think that marijuana is okay, but in this court, you're on probation. You're not allowed to drink alcohol and you can't do marijuana because marijuana is not legal in Texas.
Yes, ma'am.
There are only a few
I
exceptions.
did tell
Your
him.
Your Honor, you wouldn't allow him to do regular UAs as part of his probation. I mean, I know.
Oh, can I ask what is you tapped about? Or
Oh, they're going to do a TAP evaluation and see what the TAP evaluation says.
I'm just not familiar with that, Your Honor. What it?
Oh, it's sort of like a resume for your drug history.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay, that's fine, Your Honor. Yes.
All right. And when people are dishonest to me about their drug use, that basically tells me where they are as far as their sobriety is concerned. That's the reason why I asked that question, so that I can figure out where you are as far as your sobriety is concerned. And I will tell you, I've only had probably approximately 2 to 3 people who were 100% honest with me with their drug use.
Yeah.
And guess what ended up happening to those people? Thank you for your honesty. We're going to start with some intensive outpatient treatment. And if you need anything else, come back to court. Because the whole reason for you being on probation is I'm hoping that everyone who's placed on probation is successful. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Sepulveda, for running over here.
Thank
You
you.
ran over here quicker than Texas Longhorns running back.
I'm gonna see that.
All right. We're going to see what happens with LSU this year.
Judge, is there anything that you want in regards to UAs until?
Yes. I want him to be tested for levels. And if those levels increase, then I'm going to want a supplement filed for the court to review, and then a motion to revoke may be filed. You understand? So when you leave this court today, you had better not do any marijuana or any of that, you know?
Yes, sir.
All right. And make sure he's tested at least once a week, and give him the job rehab so we can make sure that he's employed and has a job. All right. Be honest next time.
Actually, I did. Okay, yes, sir.
Yeah, all right. Thanks.
The last one about the job.
Make sure that he is given workforce or something so he can get employed.
I have some emails that we've gotten recently, so I'll print them out for him and give that to him.
All right, thank you. You're going to feel so much better when you have a stable job, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Orozco? It appears we just saw you the other day.
Every day you see me, it's a great.
I like the suit again. All right, what are we doing with Mr. Orozco?
Well, Your Honor, the state has tendered an offer. We are respectfully declining that offer. So
Okay, was the offer tendered today?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, sir.
How old are you, sir?
I'm 34 years old, miss.
All right, so what I do, I always give people a chance to think about the offer, especially when an offer is just tendered today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recall you for a plea deadline date, and then we'll set you for a jury trial date.
So I'm gonna guess. What I was trying to ask him if I can get the 10 years.
No.
Yeah.
The judge does not hear that.
Oh, so here's the thing with, let me explain something to you. Wait a minute, stop, time out.
Miss, I got light on. I
Time
got
out.
light.
All right, we're gonna
We're
send you out. So I want you to listen to me clearly. It is not my role to hear the facts in this case. What ends up happening, if you go to a jury trial, a jury will hear it. If you want a bench trial, then I will hear the facts of the case. That's how it works. I'm not allowed to hear your plea negotiations with the state and your defense counsel unless they want me to hear that, but that is not allowed. Here's the thing, sir. I understand that you're upset and that you want to be out. I don't know why you're not facing me.
Because I'm mad, miss.
Yeah.
Because the SCPD
Uh-huh.
lied to me. They've been harassing me for 2 years.
Mhm. So does he need an evaluation or no?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. We've been effectively been able to communicate.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing, because SAPD, according to you, lied to you, and because they treated you badly, that is no reason to disrespect the court. For example, the way you're treating me now, guess what? What if I were to say every inmate over there, because you treated me this way, I'm going to treat them badly? Or I'm going to treat you badly because you're being disrespectful to the court. That would not be right. I don't do that. So don't do that to me. Do not, here's the thing, do not come to this court putting something on this court that somebody else did to you, because I didn't do it. So what I am telling you, if you will listen,
Right.
all right, take a deep breath and listen. The state and the defense, they negotiate, and the state offers whatever they offer. The defense will tell you what the offer is. I'm not allowed, because those plea negotiations are supposed to be confidential. I'm not allowed to get involved with that. I know from what you're telling me is that you want to tell me about your case and how these charges never should have been brought, or maybe they should be dismissed. At this point in the process, it is not my job to hear that. I'm not allowed to hear that yet, unless there's a motion to suppress, or unless you want to have a bench trial and you want me to hear it, or either I will hear it when you have a jury trial. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I understand the frustrations that people will have because you're at the jail. You don't feel like you should be at the jail. You don't feel like these charges ever should have been brought. You don't feel like this case should have been indicted if people just had the facts. I understand. I understand your frustration, but do not take your frustration out on the court. I try to move these cases as quickly as possible. You have been here on January 2024. And then your court-appointed counsel was ill, so he asked it to be removed. So Mr. Arguelles was appointed, and I'm sure he got on your case as quickly as possible. He's just finished a murder trial. The state just gave you an offer today. So what's going to end up happening, and I want you to hear me clearly, this is going to be recalled for March 25th. You can either accept or reject the state's offer. If you choose to reject their offer, what is going to end up happening is we're going to get you a jury trial as quickly as possible. That's how things are going to flow here. Is there anything else?
Nothing for the defense.
All right, thank you. Deputy Laura, why must I raise my voice?
You shouldn't have to, Judge.
Yeah, I'm like,
You know, Judge, sometimes that's the only way they understand. Yeah.
that's what my mom would say with us. And sometimes she would raise her voice, and you know, my brother would say, now I understand. Johnny, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Aceves. Aceves.
Service.
Aceves. All right. I never know what to do with the V's either.
With what, ma'am?
The V's, you know,
Oh,
in the
V's,
names
yeah.
to pronounce it correctly.
It's always ve.
Bay, Aceves. Okay. All right, how's everything going on probation?
Pretty good, man.
And how's the employment?
Also, yeah, also pretty good, yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, probation. I know they're here for removal of GPS.
Yes, Judge, in reviewing Mr. Aceves' file, it indicates that he's been in compliance with everything. He's doing really well. There's not been any, it hasn't been any violations or anything with his GPS. Everything seems to be going good.
All right.
Your Honor, I have to be honest with the court. He did have a violation Saturday or Sunday, right?
This Saturday.
He was out. He should have been home at 2:00 or something. He thought it was later than that. So he went to Walmart, I believe.
Yeah.
And that was it. And he called him right away and he went back home. That was it. That's the only thing. And I wanted to be honest with the court because it's gonna come in and I don't want the court to think I lied to it.
Okay.
So,
Now, I appreciate your honesty.
well, thank you.
Yeah. And so he was at the Walmart.
Yes, ma'am. Right, Walmart?
Yeah, I was returning
Battery charger.
body charger that I wanted to return.
Okay. All right.
Your Honor, I would like to point out, though, the last time we were in court, you modified his conditions for 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. So it may not be a violation that comes in. We have not received it as a violation.
Okay. What time were you at the Walmart?
3 p.m.
And that was for any purposes.
Yes.
It wasn't just for work or anything like that.
So you were correct. And you're, yeah,
No,
I have it here.
All
So,
this time from day one, not one, deleting this one, not one violation, Your Honor.
yes. Yes, and I do have it on my docket sheet that it was for 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
That's
for
what I
all
thought, but-
purposes. All right, so do you have any objections to removal of GPS?
No, Your Honor, I did speak to Mr. Aceves briefly. He says that everything's going well with his new job. He feels like everything is going good. So we don't have any objections. at this
All
time.
right, so I'm gonna remove GPS, but here's the thing. I know this is San Antonio. A lot of things are about to come upon us, mainly Fiesta. So don't get wild and crazy doing Fiesta. And remember, you're not allowed to drink any alcohol on probation. And I know Fiesta, it's an alcohol fest, let's be honest. Look, you can walk down the street, everybody booth has alcohol in it. Everybody has those long things with the alcohol in it. Don't get caught up in that, understand?
Yes, I'm back.
All right, so I'll,
I really appreciate it, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. I'm glad you're on track and everything is working out for you. Of course, you have a great attorney. If anything goes wrong or if there are any issues, you know, you can always contact your attorney. If you feel as though probation is not addressing something, you can always come to court and talk to the probation officer here or come to me.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So I'll order removal of the GPS.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
It would be excused.
Yes, we can, but I need to give you all another check-in day because I'm ordering removal of GPS, but I'm gonna have you all come back after Fiesta.
Okay,
So we'll come back. Let's,
we're gonna have our own fiesta tonight, so tomorrow then.
okay, all right. So we'll come back May 27th. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you need a reset form?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So we'll be back on May 27th. All right. Good
Thank
job.
you.
Thank you. And I like the new haircut.
Judge, it's not nice to talk about hair in front of a bald guy.
Despite the earlier tension, Mr. Orozco's probation progress shines through. The judge decides to remove his GPS monitoring, but there's a clear warning for Fiesta season. With probation still hanging over him, will he stay on track or let temptation pull him off course? Only time will tell.
Oh, no, I'm being told he stuck his finger in water and in the testing, which I find very suspicious. Yeah, no, nobody does that.
And I was trying to take.
Court is calling 2023 CR 0889 State of Texas versus Stephen Wayne Walbarker. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense.
Ron Ross for defense.
Are you Stephen Walbarker? You entered a plea on June 15th, guilty to count 2. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishments be assessed at 8 years in the prison. The state is silent on your application. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report? State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, we have, Judge, and by the way, it's a capital H.
Ah,
Yes, and state is silent, Judge.
all right, if y'all want to, oh yeah, it is a captivate, okay. And the state is silent. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report? State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
We have, judges, just one correction or
Yes.
in the TAP evaluation, down about toward the end of it, said that he's continued to use marijuana since he was arrested, and he says that's not true. He said since he's arrested, he was using it before, but since that he hasn't used it. That's what he tells me.
Well, we can't get a UA because
I know.
he stuck his hand in the cup. Nobody does that. I don't know anybody who would purposely or accidentally stick their hand in a cup of urine.
I just did, when there was no urine, ma'am, I just grabbed the cup. I didn't even.
Yeah, nobody does that. You wasted a UA in this court.
I can.
So, counsel, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, I would say that he's 55, and I think his report, he's got child support obligations. He looks, I don't know that he's not diagnosed as mental slowness, but it seems to be. And his jobs, he's not had real good jobs right now. He works at a cook, but he is employed. He's been employed, and I don't know that at this point in time, sentencing the prison is going to really make much difference or correct his behaviors. I would ask you to make him do outpatient treatment. Let's see if give him a chance. I mean, I agree with you. I think it's kind of ridiculous what he says, but give him
Oh,
outpatient.
I would tell you, counsel, outpatient treatment is going to be out of the question. He's going into custody today. So either he's going to prison or either he's going to treatment. Those are his choices. Either he's going to safety. I know they're recommending SADC, but for someone to purposely invalidate a test, that tells me a little bit where he is with regards to his sobriety. So either you have a choice. You can go to safety or you can go to prison. If you wish to go to prison, I will sentence you to 4 years. Which do you choose, prison or treatment?
I'll take treatment.
All right, the court will sentence you to 8 years in the prison. Thank you. Suspended and probated for 8 years. Take in consideration 2023 CR 0888. Going to sentence you to safety, followed by aftercare. There's to be proof of employment within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be the UA hotline upon release. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Field visits one time per month for 4 months. And if everything is going well with the field visits, probation, I'm going to want random field visits after that, and you'll be able to pick how often you wish to do that. There's to be 200 hours of community service restitution. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Anything else?
Anything else you need from the court to be successful? All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes.
All right. You do have a right to appeal since there were issues raised through pretrial motions. But however, this is a felony conviction. You're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition, any body armor or anything of that nature. Do you understand? If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is or body armor, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? We can go off the record. Mr. Wahlberger, here's the thing. When I ask for people to do UAs, sometimes I know that people are going to come in and they're going to be positive. I can see the signs when people are going to be positive. The reason why I'm asking is because I'm trying to determine, one, your level of truthfulness, and two, where you are in your sobriety. And when you are dishonest with me about your sobriety, you know what that tells me? That tells me you need to be in somebody's inpatient treatment. So you're going to inpatient treatment because of you. All you had to do was take the UA instead of sabotaging the UA test. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. 21 CR 5216, State of Texas versus Delphina Spiller. Can our parties announce for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense.
Valerie Headland.
And are you Ms. Spiller?
Yes, I am.
Showing you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilty and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I did.
Are you the same Delphina Spiller who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 5216 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams on September 10th, 2021 for a period of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, that's me.
State?
Violated condition number 5 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Delphina Spiller did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of July and August 2022 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State?
Your Honor, we waive and abandon the other violations alleged.
Any objections?
No.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, I do.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, I do.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Judge, there's not a proposed agreement. We were going to recommend 5 years. And I believe the defense would like to ask for an alternative to that, Judge.
All right, defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, without going into so many details and background on this, and certainly not to offer excuses, Your Honor. I did meet with Ms. Spiller for a long time last week. She has had some serious health issues starting about the time that she did last reported to probation. And it had her in and out of the hospital from June, July, around June, July of 2022. September, they finally diagnosed her. And then she went septic and went into the hospital for 3 weeks in November. I don't think she was in a right frame of mind at all. I did ask her, why didn't you just pick up the phone and call probation, call the court? She was eventually picked up because, well, she was in Spring Branch. And then after she resolved some of the medical issues.
Was she supposed to be in Spring Branch?
No, Your Honor. Her mother-in-law lives in Spring Branch with her children. And her mother-in-law was administering the IV antibiotics and everything that she was going through. And her mother actually has custody. Is it one daughter
Yes,
or
it's
two?
one-
Just
one
one daughter. Because of a very serious incident that happened with her eldest daughter in 2017. Ever since that date, I think Miss Spiller's life has spiraled out of control.
And has she picked up any new offenses since
That's
she
the
was?
problem. She has two new, excuse me, number ones out of Comal that are for misdemeanor charges that are from September of 2022, all along the same kind of time frame.
And what are those charges?
I think fraud, use, possession, less.
Failure to
than five-
identify.
Failure to ID. There's an offense report in the summary.
All right, and so she has fraud use, and I will tell you that in this plea bargain agreement with the case, they took into consideration fraud use cases. And so I have before me a person who's not reporting and is alleged to have picked up new fraud use cases and didn't pick up the phone and call probation.
Yes, Your Honor. There, you know, she knows not to just stand before you and make excuses or say it's a mistake. She knows that, but in the Comal report, at least, she was with a person that got charged heavily with other items and issues, and she was coming out of the Tractor Supply. So there's a paragraph in there that addresses her. The majority of the report is for the person that she was with.
All right, the person she was with, does he have criminal charges?
I would imagine so, based on that.
And she's not supposed to be around people who have criminal charges.
Yeah. I would ask Judge, this is her first MTR. And the charge is a second-degree felony, her underlying, from 4 to 200. It was 5-point-something grams of meth at the time. So if that's any consolation, the other, I would beg that she be allowed to continue probation. At worst, revoke sentence her for the convictions, and I think she's on deferred. And then place her back onto probation so that she can seek additional help and support. She is with her sister now, back in San Antonio. I think her sister is a good influence and is helping her. She also suffers from diabetes, Your Honor. She's having vision loss, so she can't read the paperwork that I give her. She had a doctor's appointment scheduled for July 27th that she missed because she was taken into custody on this case. That's why I asked the court to bring her a little bit quicker. So, I would just ask that she not be sentenced to TDC. I realize there's not really an alternative placement for her, like treatment, because she has charges pending in Comal that I can't really do anything. I don't have any influence in those cases. So we're just asking the court to, if at worst, sentence her, revoke her, but put her back on probation since she's never been to TDC.
All right, Ms. Spiller, there are consequences for actions. I am going to grant the motion, find you guilty, revoke, sentence you to 5 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $500 fine, time and money rent concurrent. If you would like, I can ask that you be placed in the therapeutic community. I have no jurisdiction for you to be placed in the therapeutic community. You'll have to ask for it as well. But the therapeutic community is helpful in any type of drug issues that anyone may have. Would you like me to request the therapeutic community?
Yes.
All right, I'll request the therapeutic community. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
I did.
All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on deferred adjudication. Do you understand? Because this is a, I'm sorry, you need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. You're gonna have to do better, okay? All right, thank you. 22 CR 0491. State of Texas versus Jeffrey A. Adames. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Travis Banks, the state of Texas.
Defense?
Jay Moritz, Your Honor, from Mr. Adame.
And are you Mr. Adame?
Yes, ma'am.
Is your last name Adame or Adames?
Adames.
All right. I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Jeffrey A. Adames who was placed on community supervision for the offense of assault, family choking, strangulation on February 23rd, 2022 for a term of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Violated condition number 28 on or about the first day of May 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Jeffrey A. Adames, did then and there fail to comply with the rules, regulations, or instructions of the Lifetime Recovery Substance Abuse Treatment Facility, and that the defendant prematurely departed the program without permission in violation of condition number 28.
And Bashan, he's going on 28. To that, how do you plead? True or not true?
True.
State?
And the state would waive and abandon the further allegations.
All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of 28, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 5 years in the prison and up to a $1,500 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of 28?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, any objections to the waivers of the other allegations in the motion?
No, Judge.
All right. Is there a recommendation?
Yes, ma'am.
The recommendation and the agreement of the parties, should Your Honor choose to accept it, is to deny the motion and alter and amend the defendant's conditions for SATIF with aftercare, and have the defendant complete that drug treatment.
All right, is that the
Yes,
recommendation?
my understanding is that it was held in abeyance if he didn't comply, and that he is agreeable to it and wants that treatment, Judge.
All right, probation?
Yes, Your Honor. The recommendation would be for static with the aftercare, and if he does not want to do that, I recommend revocation.
All right, you'll raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Jeffrey Allen Adames.
All right, why did you leave Lifetime Recovery?
My father was diagnosed with brain cancer. I had to help because I get disability retirement. So he was gonna lose his house. So I decided to, my two brothers weren't working. So I decided to leave so I can use my disability retirement to help him out with his, till he had the surgery. And then when he went to recovery in Universal City, he started the recovery. My brothers got a job, so I was able to leave. And I was working on trying to get some money so I could turn myself in, which I did in the 13th of last month.
Yeah, why don't you pick up the phone and call probation and say, my father has cancer and I need to help him?
I freaked out. I mean, I was just, I was just real distressed. I mean.
No, how old are you?
I'm 50 years old.
No, it's easy to pick up the phone and say, my father has cancer, I need to go help them. And then if probation would have said, no, you can't do that, then you know what would have ended up happening? I would have got an email from probation and they would have sent it to me and said, his father is ill, he would like to go be with his father. And then you know what I would have said? Have him come in and we would have discussed it. And maybe I would have let you take care of issues with your father. You are on probation. Probation is a contract. So even though your attorney, the state and probation is saying SATA, I could still say I'm sending you to prison for 5 years.
I understand.
Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So now what has happened? You're still in the same situation you are. Now you're starting all over. When Lifetime Recovery, you probably would have been finished with it by now. Now, instead, if I follow this agreement, you're going to be in custody and wait for transfer to SATA. All because you don't pick up the phone and call anybody. And Lifetime Recovery and all of these treatment programs are supposed to teach you how to deal with your problems. And dealing with your problems are not supposed to be, I'm not going to follow the rules, I'm going to throw my hands up. What if I had a problem and I said, in the middle of this, I have a problem and I just leave, I don't tell you guys anything. And everybody just sitting around here like, what happened to the judge? What's going on? If someone had called me right now with an emergency, if my mom or somebody would call and say, it's an emergency, we need you back home, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say, everyone, excuse me for a moment. I'm going to get on the phone. I'm going to call the powers that be and say, I need a judge. I have to leave. I'm going to tell everybody here, everyone, I'm sorry. I need to leave. I need to get a flight. I need to work on that and go home. I'm not just going to leave. And then everybody's like, what do we do now? And in your case, when you just drop off the face of the earth, you know what the what do we do now is? File a motion to revoke. All right, how much longer did he have in lifetime recovery? Will lifetime recovery accept him back or no?
Your Honor, that would be something I'd have to research.
All right, so this is what I'll do. If you want, I will sentence you to prison for 2 years, or I will send you to SATA. And if lifetime recovery will accept you back, then it'll be lifetime recovery if they accept him back. If they won't, he'll go to SATA.
At this point, I really don't think lifetime recovery would be the best option. I think we would need something a little more structured.
All right, so it will be SATA. So you can go to prison for 2 years, or either you can go to SATA. Which would you prefer? All right, I'll deny the motion. Alter and amend conditions.
Yeah.
To include SATA. Followed by aftercare. And I'm going to want the UA hotline upon release. And that's to be until further notice. Is there anything else you need from the court so that I won't see you back up here again with the motion to revoke? Probation, is there anything else he needs? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Please subscribe to help the channel.
In a turn of events, the judge gives Mr. Walbarker a final choice. Take the tough road of prison time, or seize one last opportunity with treatment. The pressure is on. His future hinges on whether he can follow the rules and show that he's ready to make real change. It's not just a case of following orders, it's a life-defining moment.